Hey, Seekers fans out there, just wanted to do a quick interview with the clients here, people that are, that are living here. This is Kyle. This is the main client's grandson. KRISTIN is who we're coming in and doing the investigation for. She'll be on camera here shortly, and we're going to ask a few questions. Just real quick, I wanted to talk with Kyle here and see what kind of experiences he's had. He's only been here about a month or so, so I'm interested to see what he's experienced in just the last 30 days or so. So Kyle, I appreciate you coming on camera here and chatting with me. So tell me in your words, what have you experienced here since you've been here?
Well, the first thing was I was back there, trying to go to sleep, and you hear something, it's like pushing on the TV, and it just turns just a little. And then I was in the shower one day, and I felt like a hand go down the back of my head, and I turned around, there was nobody there. Then just a few days ago, there was like a vase on the table on the backside, and everybody was either in their bedrooms, the hallway, or in this front room. And when we heard it crash on the floor, it was all the way at the front side of the table, and it was just shattered.
Okay, and everybody was pretty much away, either in their rooms. Nobody was really near that area.
Correct.
And you guys, now did you see the glass physically moving, or did you just hear it fall and crash?
My back was to it at the time.
Okay, so your back was to it. Okay. Anything else that you've experienced in the house? I mean, that's pretty substantial so far, in just the last 30 days. So.
Not that I can think of right off.
Okay. Okay. Well, like I said, I just wanted to kind of get your overview of what you've experienced here in the house, and we're gonna bring KRISTIN in here, and she's gonna chat with us a little bit, and she might even say the same stuff that you've already experienced. So, so we'll get ahead and get KRISTIN here. I want to thank you for your time, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, Mike.
Hi, KRISTIN. How are you?
Good.
Sorry about the cold hand there.
That's okay.
Just wanted to let everybody know this is KRISTIN, who I was just speaking about. She is owner of the home and has called Seekers Paranormal Society in. There's lots of paranormal claims here, and we just wanted to get your take on, first of all, what have you been experiencing in the home?
For years, we've had shadows.
Okay.
At one point, I think it started off, I got knocked out. No explanation to it. The cleanup was done for us. I was picked up and laid on a bed. She came in from work, took me to the hospital. Next thing, my daughter passes away, and she comes to me at the foot of the couch. And it was a couch very similar to this one. It was in the family room at that time, and she came to the foot, and I was laying there. I have to admit, I was pretty off the wall at that time. I'm not going to say I wasn't, because I was.
Understandable.
I couldn't speak to her. She was talking to me. She rubbed my foot, but I couldn't speak. Second time she came back, she came to the sofa, which would have been facing this way in the family area. And she was standing there, and she goes, "I need a shower, Mom. Is my stuff here?" And I'm like, "Yeah," And I said, "We got to go get the boys." And she said, "I can't." She said, "I have to take a shower." Well, the shower came on. The shower room was wet. The towels were dampened up. Her clothes are missing. To this day, they're still missing, not to be found. And 2 weeks later, I went over to check on the boys, which is the first I'd seen them since her demise, and lo and behold, she told the truth. There was somebody there trying to replace her. And she's come back several times to visit me. I haven't really got to discuss anything with her. It's in passing. I mean, she's here, she's gone. But one thing that struck me odd, I didn't notice at the start, but I do now, I recognized it just this year, and we've been since '97 at this, is I only see her from here up. I don't see the bottom half of her. And I only can attribute that to the fact that possibly it's because her organs were donated, the lower extremities. We've had glass break. Camera batteries, we were just discussing that. I have nice cameras in there. Plug them into my wall. You'll see when we go back and do the walkthrough. Okay. They're plugged into my wall very distinctly. One battery, one charger, one battery, one charger, and they disappear. Not to be found for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Sometimes months they've been disappeared. We go buy a new one and they come back. Back to where we found them. So I have no explanations for that. Glass breaking, we were in the hallway. And this is the first I have to say that I really noticed that was kind of clinky-dinky, but it moved from one side of the table. And I have to say move because there was all kinds of stuff on the table because we were actually doing some remodeling and getting things really burned up here. And it just came across with crash, it's done. I just kind of scolded the boys a little bit and like, bring me out to do that again. So.
Well, that's definitely interesting. Now something that I want to ask you direct is, do you feel that any of this kind of energy? I mean, obviously you're seeing your daughter and everything, so obviously it would be positive energy, to you. But do you feel that any of this stuff in here is negative and not
Absolutely.
That, okay.
Oh yeah. I didn't have this bruise. My grandson could tell you, night before last, I woke up yesterday and I had a bruise on my arm.
Okay.
I have no clue where it came from. This finger right here. You can see it's all crookeded out now.
Okay.
I went to sleep, and this thumb, I had my hand like this underneath my pillow, and I came up about 2 o'clock in the morning with somebody breaking this thumb in half, and I'm like, oh my God, that's about enough of that shit now. And I sleep, and this thumb swelled up, and it still maintains a bruise in here.
Yeah, I can.
From where it was. It doesn't go away. It stays. I don't think they were trying to deliberately hurt me. But I think it was something my father used to do when I was a kid. He'd come by and grab your toe, he'd grab your finger, just, hey, get the lead out or something, So it hurts, though, when they do it. I don't think they know what they're doing, but they do it.
Right. What's your knowledge of the property, up to this date? I mean...
Up until yesterday, I had no clue of anything happening.
Okay.
Yesterday, I found out.
Until we had a lot of our researchers go through and pretty much find out quite a bit about it. And then you also said something about you were speaking to a friend.
A neighbor, yeah, and she was telling me that she has ghosts in her house.
Okay.
So she's going to have you guys come out there. But nonetheless, I found out we're on an Indian burial ground here.
Okay.
So all kind of spooked out stuff for me.
Yeah, and like I told you before, just all around here in this area seems to be, very sacred ground, and yet we still don't find it.
Something else that's been kind of strange, and I think I mentioned it to Sherry, is I've been smelling a lot of hay, alfalfa, and cow poop, I guess you'd have to call it. I feel like I'm living in a barnyard somewhere.
Okay.
But I can't explain it.
Well, I mean, that definitely coincides with people that are having paranormal activity. They're smelling what are called phantom smells. They're smells that are not there, have never been there.
No, we've never been
but yet when the energy drums up enough, then you can start to smell what used to be here.
Right.
Hay, or, maybe even cow patties. I mean, who knows? It could have been cow pasture, it could have been, any of that kind of stuff. So, now when we do this investigation, what would you like us to accomplish from this investigation for you?
If you can find out who it is and what they want, that would be wonderful. If they'll quit breaking my stuff and quit hurting people, they can stay. If not, they have to go.
Okay.
Bottom line, I can't deal with it anymore. I'm at my wit's end.
Yeah, that's through the last week we've been having phone conversations. You've been talking with tech manager Ramon, and we could definitely sense that it was starting to come to a head.
I'm done with it.
Yeah. Well, like I said, KRISTIN, we're certainly going to do our best to try to help out your family here and make sure that if we can find out who it is, then we can kind of go from there. But we would like to have it stop if they're not willing to. If they're not willing to stop, we'll try to figure something out there. But again, thank you so much for inviting us into your house and doing the interview and everything.
I'm just glad you guys could come and do it for me. I've been looking for a long time.
And so now we're back here, and we're with Angel, who is KRISTIN's daughter. So we're going through pretty much most of the family here and just trying to find out what they're all experiencing. If it's all the same kind of stuff, then then we can kind of focus on all of the same ideas, the same things going on. And so if you could just tell us, what have you experienced in this house?
It was my first or second week here. The boys were in the bed, and Grandma was in the bed, and Mom was on the couch, and I was sitting at the chair with my laptop. Had my pajama pants on and my feet propped up, and something just came up and pulled the bottom of my pant leg. And I thought it was the dog, and I looked over and she's laying on her bed, and I screamed for my mom. And the only other thing that has happened, I was on the phone call, and I was sitting out in the driveway. This strange cat that I've never seen, it was like a Siamese cat. I was sitting like this. The cat come up here, right next to me, facing this way, looking at the back of the vehicle, and just started hissing. And the hair raised up on the back of its neck. And I got up, and I moved over to the other side. The cat moved over next to me. No matter where I moved, that cat moved with me, and the hair stood up on back and was hissing. Did not stop until I came in the house and it came up to the door.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of theories there are that are out there, but this one particular theory is that cats are the gateway keepers to Egyptian, type artifacts and gateways of when they used to pass on. They really thought that cats were almost half and half, where they were kind of in our realm, but they were kind of also in the passing realm too. So it's interesting that you say that. That's actually really interesting. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
Yeah, I was a little freaked out. I came in and I told my mom, I said, I ain't going back outside.
The dog sits in
Oh yeah, the dog, she'll
constant.
get focused on something and the hairs will stand up on her back and she'll just sit there and growl like underneath her breath. And she's looking at nothing,
Yeah, that's animals are great sense. They have great senses, and that's why I'm a dog person. So, but Angel, thank you so much for coming on camera and everything, and giving us your time. And guys, we're here with Emma. This is KRISTIN's mom. We just wanted to, like I said before, pretty much kind of going to go through most of the family here and see what things are matching up as far as experiences. So, as experiences that you've had in this house, what can you tell us about that? What kind of experiences have you had?
Well, I see the shadows in the night.
Okay.
I hear the ice machine go off, and there'll be water on the floor where the ice is melted. And I think Chris is in, and she'll be sound asleep. And I'll think somebody's in the kitchen eating. And then I hear them go into the bathroom, flush the toilet, and then they come to my bedroom, they rub my arm, wake me up, and I hear all these noises, just shh, like they come and they go. And then it's just this last week, there was a woman come to cover my head up with my pillow to smother me.
It's definitely something that I honestly, I haven't never heard of that either, where somebody has experienced something like that. Do you feel that it's a negative presence when it's doing that kind of stuff to you? It makes you uncomfortable, I would assume, obviously.
Not as much as when I hear kids holler in the middle of the night. And I think that maybe somebody's after them, and I get up and the whole house is still. I get up and I go to the bedroom, and Justin is sitting up in the bed, but he's asleep.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's definitely something that, we'll check in as far as, to see, wherever it is that you're staying and you're sleeping, and that we will try our best to, try to give you some kind of comfort, and the rest of your family as far as, what's going on, and hopefully we can get it to stop for you. But thank you so much for sitting down and answering some questions. I really do appreciate it. And God bless you. And Seekers fans, this is the time now. We're going to go and do the walkthrough of the home. KRISTIN's going to go ahead and take us around, and she's going to show us all the hot spots that are around here, and then we're going to get the investigation started. So we're going to do the walkthrough next. Hey Seekers fans, Michael DeForty here, founder of Seekers Paranormal Society. We're going to do the walkthrough now with KRISTIN. KRISTIN's going to take us around the house, show us the hot spots, and then we're going to set up our equipment. We're actually already in the means of doing that now. Ramon, if you want to get a shot at base camp, so that way everybody can see Sherry and where you're getting the equipment and everything ready, and then we're going to go from there. So, KRISTIN, if you would be so kind as to take us throughout your house.
Oh, this is the end that I'm at now. This bathroom, I haven't noticed any activity.
Okay.
This room, twice, I've had some. This is my daughter, Lakota's room. We've had some activity in here twice. She said there's something in here that swings. She could tell you where it's at. I don't know which part it is, but she says she's woke up and it's been swinging.
Okay.
Some kind of little ornament. This is the boys' room. The one that was telling me that the TV moves.
Okay.
And it actually turns like this. Scoots across, and then scoots back like they don't want them to watch it.
Okay. And that's a pretty heavy TV. It's not a flat screen.
The boys can't reach it either.
Okay.
So, My room, this is where I got my thumb jobbed up here. And this is a pretty eerie room to come into, for the most part. When you come back here, you get this, like now, I got a chill bump running up through the feel that.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah,
you did.
It automatically, I feel like there's something comes into me right here.
Yeah, I can definitely feel something
There's
as soon as
an
you
aura
walk
in this room that just makes you not want to just keep coming up more and more. They just make you not want to be in the room. Don't know why. Again, this is just where Heather spent a lot of time back here. I don't know that it's her. I don't know that it's not her. I don't know who it is. Okay. Whoever it is, I honestly believe there's more than one. And I just want to know I need sleep.
Okay. That's understandable.
And the lights, if you want to turn it off, for any reason, turn it off. There's the cameras I was talking about that disappear.
Okay.
Those chargers. There's the one that I bought to replace. So, and I keep all my gear over there, so.
All right.
All right, next area that's, I'm not going to say it's a hot spot, but I'm sure my mom has seen a few things in here that I haven't noticed, but this room out here is where I told you before they got knocked out. Watch your step. My bed was, that room's custom to me. I had my bed sitting this way when I came back from Key West, and it was just 2 air mattresses put together because the furniture wasn't here yet. They had a table at the back, and I had reached in here to get a shirt out of the closet, was on the phone with City Financial regarding candy. And next thing I know, 2 hours later, I'm laying on the bed, my face is bloodied up, and I've been unconscious. I got marks on my back, marks on the back of my head, and I'm in the hospital for a week.
You definitely need to get a camera in here and
this is where the ghosts come to see her at night, or apparitions, or whoever they are. They come here to see her. This bathroom, as you're going out to the right, is where my daughter changed her clothes.
Okay.
And as the shower come on, many things happen in this bathroom. You guys probably sitting there right now, and if you've got anything to you when you sit on that toilet by yourself, you're going to feel the cold chills come up you. Sherry felt it when she came in. Nobody said nothing to her about the cold.
Okay.
Right in here, you see them come to this area right here constantly like they're going to eat.
Okay, and I remember that your mom was saying that the ice machine started working and then there was water on the floor.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, the last 2 weeks, and this is kind of quirky, last 2 weeks, now I'm sitting here, this is where I sit when I watch your show.
Okay.
On my computer. And they actually turned that big screen down for me. It's a 2-step process, and you see where I keep the remotes.
Oh wow, that's a huge TV.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a two-step process for that TV. And I was sitting here, but even right now I can smell the alfalfa and the straw smell, and it's very pronounced for me right now. And it's been this way for almost 2 weeks now. And when I go further that way, I smell like manure or barnyard.
Okay.
So I mean, it's 2 totally different smells, but yet it's here. This is where my daughter came to the foot of the couch with a different setup, and I had a love seat this way.
Okay.
She came here, and then she came over here the second time. So I mean, this has been pretty much the hottest areas.
Okay.
Between us and the bedroom.
All right. Well, guys, we've concluded the walkthrough here with KRISTIN, and we're like I said before, we've already showed you we're getting everything set up, and we're gonna start the investigation if we don't miss it. KRISTIN. She says she's been having a lot of really strange things go on there. She feels like there's a presence there. Actually, earlier in our walkthrough, she got goosebumps on her arm. I felt them, so she's definitely a little creeped about, her bedroom, which obviously, you shouldn't feel when you're going to sleep. So, so we're gonna get ahead and head that way. We've got Ramon behind me here. We're gonna bring in the millimeter. Don't worry about that box remote. Now what we're going to do is we're going to do a millimeter session here. What the millimeter is going to do is it shows, it's an EMF detector, so what it does is it shows the electromagnetic field which ghosts are said to be made up of. So we're going to try to see if possibly this can detect that. And also, temperature as well. Temperature is a big thing here. So you'll see that not only it has the EMF gauge on the big numbers, but underneath it gives us the temperature as well. If we get a temperature fluctuation while we're getting an EMF reading, normally we can use that as corroborating evidence that there is something paranormal going on, you know, in this home here. So right now, we're going to ask whoever is here, can you please come up to this this red light right here? Come up to this box.
We're just here to talk. We just want to find out who you are and what kind of relationship you have with KRISTIN. Are you somebody she used to take care of?
Are you a family member? Can you come over and talk into this little red light?
Is this her daughter? I just got a shadow in the bottom of the camera screen on the corner of the bed.
Oh, here's the foot.
Right here, right in front of me and on your left-hand side.
We're reading 71.9 right now. I am getting cold.
Okay. Can you go over to the K2, the little gray box with the green light, and make the light move?
Here, standing on end, all over.
What do you feel?
It's all over my face. I got a sad feeling I want to cry right now.
Oh, don't do that.
I do, that's what I feel right
Okay.
now.
Are you trying to communicate with Lori?
It's okay, you can communicate with me. I'm still like...
Well, we're going to run through real quick and check the cameras. We just lost all feeds.
They can't even if something was wrong. They can't.
Yeah, but they can hear me on this camera.
Okay, so we're having
Yeah, lights are out on that one.
on here too.
And this one too.
This just came up from 71 something to 72.
Yeah, I have no...
Both those.
Is it still plugged in, Jerry?
Yeah, right here. Do you want me to take that stuff out of here alone?
I don't know if Mike's gonna have you guys both in there.
Can I have the K2 here out here, please?
Hey Mike, did the boys' room come back on?
Nope. The hard drive is still on, it's still recording, it's still powered to the video.
You can see these are still plugged in. Whoa. It almost sound like
Something just came. So I swear there's something in here.
it was like something ran across one of the drums.
You hear that?
Hear it?
I heard it. Mike, is that you?
That's me. My R, like, is quitting on me.
Let's check the next remover.
And it just started to die. You just saw it starting to fade. Simone?
Yeah.
Okay, good?
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted to put it out here and see if... Here, one right there. And then maybe something would, come out here.
Sherry, check your camera to make sure it's still
I
running.
got this picture. I don't like it in here. Flipped over. Wow.
Where?
Right here.
No, the thing's on top of it.
Yep.
The picture's underneath, but that paper's on top now. Wait.
No.
Oh my gosh.
I have goosebumps.
That picture wasn't turned over.
No.
It didn't
No.
have the
It
thing
was
on
flipped
Yeah, 'cause
over.
I took a picture of it earlier.
Who's that a picture of?
Can you hear that? This-
I hear it. Let's have it. Let's have it.
It's cold right here. Oh, the fan's on.
Is it the fan?
The fan's making that noise. Oh. Sorry. So we got a flipped over picture. Oh.
You were on my toe.
Sorry, I couldn't see you.
Yeah, can I get a light, please?
My, oh, I got my laser grid shut off.
No, don't shut off.
Yeah, why is your laser grid off?
It's not. You just can't see it because it's a shut down.
I can see it.
Yeah, I had to bend down to see it. And over here you got this picture.
Who's that?
That's
I heard it. Sounds like somebody's walking.
Mm-hmm. Is that you walking?
Hear it? It sounds like somebody's over there.
so they're going.
And who's that a picture of?
That's Heather and the sister. That's the one that died.
Why don't you like this picture? Are you trying to let us know that it's you? Heather, are you here with us? You're here with us, sweetheart. Please come here and talk. Come to this green light.
You hear that?
Yes, that one just popped out here.
That sounded like the walkie.
No, it sounded like it was something black.
EVP session 2, Ramon, base camp. Did you just make the closet, the door and the clock open? Are you in here with me by myself? Is Kristen's daughter here? Well, you guys can't see this part, but I'm sitting at base camp and there is a grandfather clock across the room. It just went off. I'm sure you guys heard it going off. But I heard a creak, almost like a door. And there's a door on the top of the clock. And I mean, it opened about an inch. Very, it definitely made me move a little bit where I'm sitting. I'm gonna get up here and walk over to the clock. I'm closing it again. Are you in the back bedroom?
Is Mike to base camp?
Yeah, Mike, it's me.
Are you by the couch?
Yeah, I'm sitting here by the couch. We got some stuff going on in the back room and here in the living room.
Okay, copy that. The K2 meter is going insane, but that's because I'm on walkie, and it's picking up the frequency, but a light came on outside.
I'm not outside, and my flashlight's off.
Okay, copy that.
Alright guys, as you can hear, there's some things going on back in the room that you can see on the screen here. And I have some stuff going on out here. Wow. Okay. Did you open the door on the clock again?